Oh dear. It's live. Hopefully this stream will be a good one.
Let me turn down the monitor sound quickly. Because that is not good. That is not fun. Alright, and now I wait. I wait with bated breath to see who... Hey, it's Joy by Jay. Something told me you were going to be the first to comment. We got Stormio in there. We got Fate. Oh my gosh, that is so loud in my ears. Holy crap. Okay. Let's post this over to Blue Ski. Let everybody know what we're up to over here. Alright. The Blue Sky Halo community, they are a close-knit but very supportive bunch. Hey, Blue Sky Halo fans, I'm live grinding max rank in Infinite. Come join me. Hashtag Halo Infinite. Blue Sky does tend to suppress links, though, because the logic being that if you click on a link, then that ends your session on the website, so you can't be advertised to. But it's the same case also on Twitter. You guys are great, so we'll do it anyways. Absolutely loved the modded Combat Evolved stream. I'm glad you liked that. That was actually a ton of fun. And now, what I am up to... Okay, so there's this YouTube channel called Halo Box Studios, and he's currently doing the grind to max rank. And he has a rhythm, he has a formula that he's following, which is her legendary Firefight. He does at least 20 games a day, and it's able to rank him up pretty quickly. The downside to that is it's boring. So, I am going to be streaming my efforts. And you guys... oh my gosh, hang on. And you guys will be keeping me company. So I hope y'all are okay with that. Blood sounded like he's going to start a faction called the Covenant, and their religion is behind an ancient race that have hidden artifacts around the galaxy, and they call it the Great Journey. Definitely, definitely. What's the secret? Oh, there isn't a secret. The secret is literally just legendary Firefight Grunt Apocalypse, because then you don't have to worry about ammo. It's only grunts. And your XP actually gets boosted depending on the difficulty that you play. So, you know, this is what we're doing. Did you see the Halo 2 doc yet? I have not. I have not had the time for it, unfortunately. I'll get around to it, though. Don't worry. Don't worry. It'll be a delicious morsel when I do finally watch it, because the Half-Life 1 documentary was really good. You can see I've already finished up the Snowbound Battle Pass. I actually haven't kitted out the Brute armor set yet. Here, let me finally get around to it. See what this helmet looks like. The Brute, the Stalker helmet is like one of the coolest looking helmets for the Brutes. So that's pretty cool. We just gotta find one that looks Brute Stalker-ish a little bit. I can't remember what colors did they have in Halo ODST. It was like a black color, right? It was like almost black. That looks pretty cool, but here, you know what? We'll go with that. Now it's too shiny, but we'll fix it up. Was that a Nerf battle rifle skin? It was. I've also got my weapons right now super festive, super colorful. You can see I've got my Spartan super colorful. Good news, I've purchased myself a proper PC4 tree. PC4 tree? PC4 Christmas tree? I'm missing something. There's some context I'm missing. That's got to stand for something, right? Have you played the Alpha Moon dig site mission? I have, and I think on the last stream I like dismissed Alpha Moon as like, oh yeah, that was never supposed to be a thing. I think I was confused. I think I was talking about something completely different, a testing environment early on in Halo 2's development, while you guys were talking about the dig site semi-restoration of that cut Halo 2 level. I did play it. It's pretty cool for Christmas. Oh, I got myself a proper PC4 tree. Okay, yeah, no, it would make more sense if it was for Christmas. That is badass, Andrew. That you got yourself a proper a proper PC4 tree. Okay, we're gonna Here we're going to fix up that field of view. Just subscribed today from your AI FPS video, and I really liked Halo Infinite. I have 55 days of playtime. Holy crap, dude. That's a lot of playtime. And thank you for the subscription. I'm actually quite proud of that AI. Oh my gosh. There we go. I'm quite proud of that AI frames video. Though it's not the most performant video I've ever done in terms of the YouTube algorithm, but doesn't stop me from being pretty proud of it. Here, I am all discombobulated from the default control scheme. I can't even remember why I had it set to default. Oh, because I was playing on xCloud on the Steam Deck. And because the Steam Deck has back paddles, it actually works fairly well with the default control scheme. Frame rate is definitely off. The frame rate is off? What's going on with the frame rate? Holy crap, what's wrong with it? Why does it look like that? I'm looking at the stream right now. Yeah, it looks like slow-mo or something. Here, let's see if we can fix that for y'all. No, I don't want to remove the webcam. I want to just modify it. Properties. Match the outgoing FPS. No, we're going to set the FPS to 60. Is that... I'm looking at the stream. It looks like it's starting to stabilize a little bit. Good. Thank you for shouting out the wonky frame rate. If any other problems like that happen, let me know. I might get an Xbox Series S next year when I get a summer job. Do you have the Series X by any chance? Or is the Series S mostly because of the cost reasons? And I mean, hey, you know, good on you if you want to get back into gaming a little bit. What games are you thinking of playing on the Xbox? Hey LNG, can I join your party to show my Christmas Elite Spartan? Christmas Elite Spartan. Quite possibly. Oh boy. Dude, it's tough playing Firefight on Legendary while also streaming. Because I'm doing two... It's like patting your head while rubbing your tummy. Firefight Legendary Gruntpocalypse requires a surprising amount of concentration. Like, the grunts are vicious, dude. Oh boy. But also what helps is You don't necessarily need to get a kill, just land some damage. That way, if a teammate picks off the grunt, you get the assist. So you still get the points. By the way, have you tried the new Zombies map? I have, and it's hard. I actually haven't played Black Ops 6. I don't know. I tapped out, you know? I had my fill. Got a couple gold camos. But I just don't have juice in the tank, really, for Call of Duty. Especially the new zombie mode. I'll wait until more maps have been added to it, because the combat loop I'm not vibing with. It doesn't really feel like zombies to me. Or no, I shouldn't say it doesn't feel like zombies, because it definitely does feel like Call of Duty Zombies. It doesn't contain the things that I enjoyed about the mode, which is, I guess, the problem with it. Like the lack of barriers to rebuild, the super, super wide open maps, the armor plating and stuff, the kind of just emphasis on spamming manglers and, like, weird magical boss zombies instead of just, you know, getting cornered in narrow hallways. How much playtime do you have on Infinite? Just curious what playtimes people have. My playtime is split up between Xbox and Steam. On Steam, I think I have 400 hours logged. Could not tell you how many hours I have logged on Xbox, though. On MCC, though, I have recently surpassed 1,500 hours. And some of the most playtime has actually come in the last couple of months, me making my evolution videos. As well as just other interesting shenanigans. Yeah, you're probably seeing right now the current strategy, what I do in Legendary Firefight. Like I said, all you gotta do is damage. And then if your teammates pick off the grunts, that's good enough, you'll get assist points. So I'm just laying down fire traps and letting my teammates pick off the grunts. You know, if I get a kill, that's awesome. If not, it's alright, my teammates got it. Like, the Ravager is such a damn good Halo weapon, dude. It's probably, I think it's surpassing the Heatwave as my favorite weapon in Halo Infinite. Like, mechanically speaking. Here's a video idea you should look at. All the Halo DLCs for other games, like Minecraft or Gears. That's not a bad idea. I think, Rocket Sloth beat me to it. But if my opinion is interesting enough to warrant a view, then yeah, I'll take a look. That's honestly something I think I need to get over. Is that feeling of, like, is it even worth it? Like, somebody else already covered that. $50 in Infinite and 350 on the MCC. Not bad, not bad. As long as you're having fun. Would you ever redo your Elite history video? I would redo my Elite history video. Pretty much all of those videos that I did that year, those evolution videos, I'm pleased with them in the sense that it's cool that I was able to make them at such a frequency, but I'm not happy with the quality. Ugh, damn it. I feel like I've gotten a lot better. I'm so happy that modders are finally modding Halo 4. Yeah, I saw some of the Halo 4 stuff. They got PBR material rendering working in the Halo 4 engine, which, if you guys don't know what that is, that's like current gen rendering techniques. Like, Halo 4 was still using, like, 360 era rendering stuff, so it's fairly dated looking. You can't really do a wide variety of materials. It's more or less everything looks like it's made out of cardboard, and how wet do you want the cardboard to look? And that's the extent of what you can do with materials. But, Halo 5 introduced, PBR material rendering to the series, where you can actually more realistically simulate the way light interacts with an object. And then, of course, Halo Infinite went on to further improve it and bring it up to, like, 2020 standards. So the fact that they were able to retroactively add modern rendering techniques to that Halo 4 engine is actually really damn cool. And you can see it in some of the footage. It was Rejected Shotgun who's been doing it. He's got, like, Halo Infinite assets ported into the Halo 4 engine using PBR materials, and it looks like a modern day video game, you know? Like, you'd be... I wouldn't blame you if you didn't recognize it as the Halo 4 engine just because of how graphically good it looks. If it wasn't for, like, the odd thing here and there that kind of, like, gives it away, that it's like, ah, there it is, that's a 360 era engine. Like how it does the self-shadowing, which looks a little bit, like, a little bit fake. It doesn't really look like a shadow, it looks like a 2D silhouette that is pasted on the floor. And it's like, there we go, that's a 360 era rendering trick. It's really, really cool stuff. Ooh, boy. Let's back up a little bit, get to some safety. Have you seen how Quake Champions Definitive Edition, Doom Edition has its full 3.0 release? I have not checked that out yet. What's going on with, oh my god, here we go. What's going on with the full release? So are Halo 4 mods going to be more unique, or will it just be classic sandbox changes? Possibly. The fact that they were able to get PBR material rendering into that engine makes me think we're going to see a lot of really interesting stuff from the Halo 4 engine if modders stick with it. That's the thing. Because the Halo 3 engine, it's gonna look like Halo 3. There are just limitations to what that engine is capable of graphically, but PBR material rendering means you could do some really cool looking stuff. You could probably get, like, Doom Eternal assets into it, for example, and they won't look like the Doom Praetor suit just ported into Halo 4. It will actually look like Doom Eternal's version of it, like the same way that lighting interacts with the different pieces. Favorite PlayStation game? Oh, Bloodborne. Bloodborne, without skipping a beat. That guy's teabagging me, that's mean. Bloodborne easily is my favorite PlayStation game. Astrobot, if I were to be able to play it, would probably become my second favorite. Because Astrobot looks like a ton of fun. So look at this. See, I got 5,695 points, but I only earned about 4,500. So it boosts up your XP gains a little bit when you play on Legendary. Here, let me fiddle around with some of my view models to make them more aesthetically pleasing. Good morning, gamers, says Max. I told my mother about Doom Eternal, and she thought I said maternal. That's pretty good. Astrobot is absolutely lovely. Yeah, it looks absolutely lovely. I'm just very happy that Astrobot is just like a happy little looking game, you know? And it's not live service nonsense or anything like that. It's just like a little game about a happy little Sony mascot. In fact, I'd say the weakest thing about Astrobot seems to be the celebrating the PlayStation 4 years of PlayStation, because I know that I said Bloodborne is my favorite, but it's like I don't want to see Bloodborne content in Astrobot, because I feel like Bloodborne is too violent for Astrobot. Like, I want Astrobot to be its own self-contained thing. Like, I don't want to see Horizon Zero Dawn stuff in Astrobot or whatever. Like, I don't want to see Ghosts of Tsushima stuff in Astrobot. I just want that little guy to be his own thing, you know? He can take his PlayStation 5 ship to a variety of interesting, fun little worlds, and I don't want them to be, like, themed around some of the boring, like, over-the-shoulder, third-person, open-world stuff that Sony's been doing. Thoughts on this operation? Well, it's like it's like all of Halo Infinite's live service stuff. There are no seasons, you know, are no operations. What it really is just a little battle pass and then a new playlist, you know. Nothing about the game has fundamentally changed. It's still Halo Infinite. It's still exactly the same game as it was before this operation launched. Only difference is now the battle pass has some different items in it. And I'm not even sure, like, what you could do to kind of, like, fix that inherent problem, you know, because the fun of Halo is that you're not locked into one specific way of playing the game. I think it's fine. You know, it's just like every other. I have enjoyed consistently all the operations that have been released because I like playing Halo Infinite. Besides being out of beta, it's brought a new mode called Quake Champions Doom Edition Arena, a Quake 3 Arena-esque campaign where you fight champion escalating tiers and ladders. That's wild. That's cool. And that was made by the community.
Firefight.
You should check out Crobcat's latest video on Call of Duty. It's like your video about It's Just Cosmetic. I don't like Crobcat too much, I'll be honest. And it's not even because Crobcat says anything that I disagree with. It's more about I don't like getting caught in the doom loop of, it's like how if you look up 343 Industries on YouTube, it's back-to-back-to-back videos of, like, how 343 Industries killed Halo, the death of Halo, Halo is dead, Halo will never be, you know, and it's just, and then the algorithm starts recommending you more videos like that. It's like, just for my own happiness, I don't watch Crobcat anymore. Because all that would be is preaching to the choir. Like, yeah, I also don't like Call of Duty's cosmetics, and I'm happy people are talking about it. I would prefer to watch, like, videos that make me feel good, you know? Videos that motivate me, not videos that, like, make me angry and rile me up. Just a bit tired of those. I've watched enough Jim Sterling for a lifetime. Crobecat really damaged Todd's reputation. Yeah, and that's another thing about Crobecat also that I don't like is occasionally the videos are actually quite mean-spirited and will deliberately paint things in a way that isn't exactly true, but it's too late because the video editing is so well and it paints a narrative. And it's meme-worthy and stuff, and now it's what everyone believes. Like the 343 Industries video Crobecat made, there's actually quite a lot wrong with it. You know, the quotes that it takes out of context, the things that it conveniently ignores. Not that, 343 Industries was flawless or anything like that, but just, it wasn't quite as, like,
Bungie had passion. 343 did not.
as Crobecat made it seem. If by community you mean Quake Champion Doom Edition devs, correct. Gotcha, okay. So it's not like a collaborative effort then, Quake Champions Doom Edition. It is kind of like a group of developers, a team that was assembled that is working on the game. Get yourself the HMG turret. Is the HMG turret like good on this map? Oh boy. I don't know, Todd is really engaged in some pretty deceptive marketing. He is notoriously an over-promiser, to put it nicely. Well, the things that he says aren't necessarily wrong, you know? Like, I'm thinking of, like, that mountain over there, you can climb it. Like, he wasn't wrong, you can. Like, you can. You know, or the, I think of the, 16 times the detail. Like, he's not wrong there either. Just what gamers understand as detail is maybe not what he meant by detail. Like, when you are talking about, like, a multiplayer game, like, the amount of perspectives that need to be rendered all at once at the same time, the variety of environments and what the engine has to load in so that, like, everybody in the game world is having a consistent visual experience. It's like, yeah, 16 times the detail. I hear a grunt with a grenade, but I don't know where he is. We're talking about Todd Howard now. I guess can move back to something else. Sounds like he's grifting, to be honest. Well, the thing about Crobecat is I think his channel is demonetized. So he isn't grifting. He's not getting any money from the views. He just, he makes them. And in fact, I think people actually know who Crobecat is. Have you ever seen the video of the... Granted, it is hilarious. Like, it is genuinely funny, and I think that channel is actually very funny. But it's the guy that does the back-to-back videos where the box or the thumbnail is him holding a game and like looking at it in like a disgusted way, and it'll be like Horizon Zero Dawn saved gaming, Horizon Zero Dawn is a woke mess, Horizon Zero Dawn killed Xbox, where it's just all these like back-to-back contradictory videos, and the thumbnails are like all the same. It's just him making a weird face while holding a box. I can't remember the channel name, but it's that guy. He's the one that does Crobecat. And he did it, he revealed it by accident.
Double kill. Triple kill. Nightmare. Kill tactic. Kill ready. Kill control.
I have Skyrim for PS4. I haven't touched it, even though one of my Discord friends keep egging me on. Skyrim is such a weird game, man. I think I've tried, since being married, 3-4 different times to start a playthrough and stick with it, and each time it's failed. I mean, I definitely struggle to get into fantasy games if they're not Lord of the Rings or Legend of Zelda. But you know, it's just you're awake, and you're in that wagon, and I'm like, oh my, it's gonna take an hour. And then I think about, like, the first dungeon that I have to crawl through with all the draugrs, and I'm like, oh my god, then I have to climb that stupid freaking mountain, I have to talk to the greybeards. Like, it's so linear, your first playthrough. Or, like, the first playthrough is so amazing because you haven't experienced the game before, and then when you get to your second playthrough, you realize that it's a very, very linear story. Huh? Oh, I thought I heard my wife. I have no clue where she is right now. You play any MMOs? I used to be super into Destiny, but then Destiny kind of got patched over the course of many years into a game I don't really like anymore. I did get the final shape, beat that story, enjoyed the content there, but now I'm like, well, enjoyed the gameplay content, I should say, because the story for the final shape was pretty bad, but now I'm thankfully done with Destiny, and I'm checked out a little bit, but that was about it. What rank are you currently at? I think I'm Brigadier General for, crap, what is it? The one right before the final set of, ranks. That was an insanely, poor way to describe it. Sorry, I'm very focused right now. Destiny 2 costs too much to be into. Yeah, the pricing model for Destiny doesn't help either. I wish that they'd make a Destiny classic. Just Destiny 1. Everything currently that is in Destiny 1, just like, bring that to PC. I'll play that. Played the original Destiny, but noped after the disastrous launch of 2 and the silly level of monetization. Destiny 2 was good for like a twilight period, which was the release of Forsaken and all the seasons that launched after Forsaken. That was the grace period. Shadowkeep, it was nice to have the moon back, but the moon in Destiny 2 isn't quite as atmospheric as the one from D1. Because they changed the music and the atmosphere of it and the lighting and the colors. And, you know, the story wasn't quite as good as Forsaken. And then Beyond Light wasn't it, Chief? Witch Queen wasn't it, Chief? Lightfall was atrocious. And the final shape is like... The final shape is... It feels like if the Avengers Endgame had to be made on a TV show budget and it was like a direct-to-video. Like, that's what Final Shape feels like. It feels like the direct-to-video version of what the conclusion to Destiny should have been. Like, very low budget, very cheap, obviously full of cost-cutting measures, and just inherently unsatisfying because of how low stakes and everything has to be. Ooh, you're live. How's it going, late night? It's going. It's going. Currently grinding. Firefight. Legendary. Gruntpocalypse so that we can get to max rank. I'm Halo Box Studios. He has motivated me to get my grind on because he thankfully shared the tip that Firefight Legendary actually gives you more XP. And so I'm like, all right, let's go. And he has about 19 days to go of playing 20 matches a day. And then he'll be able to max rank the game. And I really, really want that Master Chief kit. Not only because it would help with videos, but just because, you know, it looks cool. Even after all this time, I feel like Halo Infinite is peak and a love letter in the gameplay and stuff. Halo Infinite is definitely, I think, 343's best effort at modernizing. Well, I say modernizing in huge quotation marks because I think nothing is wrong with the classic gameplay formula. In fact, I think legacy movement settings make for a more interesting to watch esport than the enhanced mobility stuff, but it is 343's best effort at trying to adapt Halo's gameplay formula into something that would appeal to, like, Call of Duty fans and stuff. Yeah, that's to say Halo Infinite's fun to play. And that Halo charm is in there. It's in the gameplay loop. And I like the sandbox quite a lot. Damn it. Hello, lovely. Okay.
Your team scored. Flawless.
I heard they put the BR into Delta modes. Yeah, the BR's in there, which, I mean, you know, it's still fun, but it definitely makes it more competitive. I hope the next game has some kind of lobby or easy-to-navigate menus. I feel it's a big difference. Definitely for Halo going forward, like Halo Studios, 343, whatever, they cannot cheap out on their UI design. It's been a problem. The only good, genuinely good UI to come out of 343 was Halo 4's UI, and that's because Halo 4's UI was built off of the code and flow of the Reach UI. So they kind of cheat in that sense. Okay, something's up with the matchmaking. Let me back out. Let me hop into the firing range quickly to reset it. I've prototyped concepts for both before Mist. Here, let me go back. In the sense that several community members have actively provided content for it, yes. Having played it, do you feel Chief and RB would fit as champs? I have not actually gotten a chance to play it yet. Sorry, just a lot of stuff going on. But, I think probably Master Chief only, because I think you'd have to probably condense the Halo franchise. And unfortunately, Arbiter, I think, fell short of legendary status because of how mishandled he was. Halo 3 should not have kind of backed away from Arbiter. I guess let's just reset the game then. Favorite all-time Halo mode. Oh man, favorite all-time Halo mode. I've got to give it to Oddball or King of the Hill. Or King Hill, as my wife calls it. Hey LNG, do you have any words for Halo Studios' future? Well, I mean, they're not watching, you know. Unless Fletch is watching. Are you there? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'd be a good leader in that regard. Whatever advice I would give would probably be the wrong advice. Just Halo's a tough franchise right now to do. Have you ever thought of making the highlights of your streams in videos? Like that stuff about making Lock and Infinite redesigned. I think it's pretty fun and should be a vid and stuff. Probably? I think I've done that like once, and the video actually popped off. It was talking about Halo merch and how it kind of sucks, unfortunately. I could do some more. Any good stuff in the Spartan Point store? Oh yeah, the Spartan Point store, the exchange, is actually full of really good stuff. Yeah, I definitely stuffed my Spartan full of little yummy Christmas-related treats. The lack of proper lobbies was utterly mind-boggling to me. Makes Infinite and MCC multiplayer feel soulless. Well, MCC multiplayer used to have lobbies, and then they patched that out because they didn't want people voting. Like map voting. Which is, you know, a little bit annoying. I think map voting is perfectly fine. Yeah, as for Halo 5 and Halo Infinite, so for Halo Infinite, I suspect the reason there aren't lobbies in this game is more or less a holdover from Halo 5, because that game also didn't have lobbies. But I also know that a part of it, this is really kind of like odd, I guess, but they were pretty sensitive to, in that they wanted Halo Infinite to be a fun-looking game to watch on streams. So that meant minimizing the downtime between matches. So less time spent in the lobbies, less time spent in the main menu, you know, just like game, go. We're always in the gameplay. That way if, you know, somebody's streaming the game and you click on their stream, you see them, well, playing and not just sitting in a lobby waiting for a match. And I don't like that too much. I don't like... Map voting just makes sense, but I don't know, it was probably a Microsoft thing or whatever. Well, the reason that they got rid of it was because Halo fans who play the Master Chief Collection were complaining that people were only voting for Halo 3 matches, back when you couldn't really... there was no match composer, there were just playlists. And so they just got rid of it. And I don't like that. I think map voting is an inherent positive just because it does create a sense of community. It creates a little bit of tension, you know. Even if you know that the bad map is not going to be voted for, it's still fun to, like, you know, put your one vote in there, and then, oh my god, another person voted for the bad map, and it's like, holy crap, I'm in a lobby full of crazies, we're all voting for the bad map. Like, that happens every now and then, you know.
Weapon drop.
Hey, I appreciate the follow on Blue Sky. Looking forward to hopefully getting you to play my classic Halo arena shooter, Aleph, in the near future. Alepha. I appreciate that. I'm looking forward to it. I'm always in the market to play more Halo experiences, or Halo-inspired experiences. Oof. Some serious stuff was happening. Okay. I love you, honey. Oh, honey, I'm sorry. I love you. My wife is sick. Oof, oof, oof. There we go. Because Halo 3 is the best. I mean, of the games on the MCC. I gotta say, I am partial to Combat Evolved 2v2 on the MCC. That is a lot of fun. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna go down, aren't I? Yeah, whoever suggested that I just start using the turret, you were totally right. Oh my god. Oops. That wasn't great. I hope she feels better soon. Yeah, me too. It's not like a fun sick where you just get to lay around being lazy. It's like the uncomfortable sick where she's got like a head cold or a sinus infection or something. So it's not great. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, he's back up. Good. Oh my gosh, did you see that? The overshield saved us from that sticky. Here comes that there Briglard.
Your team scored. Weapon drop.
I think Warzone Firefight was alright, but the online mode was just full of people stacking and farming. Oh, we talking about, what are we talking about? Do you have community play nights? To be honest, I don't, just because the act of setting those up on the MCC and just kind of like how cumbersome the UI is to navigate when it comes to custom games, it kind of... It's not quite as fun as, like, older Halo titles, but it's definitely something I should just, like, power through, to be honest. Because community game nights would be good. I am so focused right now. This weapon is so damn satisfying to use. Really like this thing. Oh my gosh. So, legendary firefight, if you go down, you don't actually respawn. Somebody else has to come get you. So if you run out of the zone or run away from buddies, it's pretty hard to get you back up. Or if a teammate just like runs right in front of you while you're using an explosive weapon. Alright, we did it. Oh, I missed another one? Let me see. Understandable. Roster size concerns aside, Quake Champions Doom Edition has 3 Hexen bosses as champs, and they aren't even being the most obscure, so iconicity is no issue. Gotcha, okay. So they're not too worried about like a single champion representing a franchise or anything, or like roster size or anything. Okay, gotcha. The biggest obstacle for a Halo rep is that the Quake community sees Halo as the face of milsim Twitch shooters that killed the arena FPS genre. Oh, they believe that stupid video that was made? Where they're like, Halo ruined a generation. That's dumb. That's stupid. I'm sorry. Ah, come on. I would play Halo Infinite again if they released a remake of the original Blood Gulch. That would be pretty cool. I'm actually surprised that they haven't done something like that. I feel like Combat Evolved is... A lot of those maps are just so goddamn chill. And releasing some kind of like meat grinder playlist, you know, where it's like an insane mode where you have to get like 300 kills or something like that, and there's insta respawns, and everybody's got Avengers as their starter weapon, and it's on Blood Gulch. Like, that would be a ton of fun, dude.
Weapon drop.
Yeah, calling Halo, like, the thing that killed arena shooters is wild, because it's like Halo isn't even an arena shooter. Hey LNG, what's an instrument that you... Oh, wait. What's an instrument that you want to stand out in a future Halo game? Example being Halo 3's piano or Reach's drums. Gotcha. Okay. That is a damn good question. That's a great question. An instrument that I would want to stand out a lot. Halo does a pretty decent job. Sort of, I guess. Like, Halo 4 and 5, maybe not so much of, like, making sure that there is a bit of continuity in the instrumentation and stuff. I guess something I would like to see back a little bit are electric guitars. Not like crazy Halo 2 electric guitars, but I'm thinking of some of the stuff from like ODST. Because I think Halo 2's electric guitars are so unique to Halo 2 that you can't just bring those back without it feeling like... Without it kind of feeling like, this sounds like it should be in Halo 2, this song. But I think ODST kept the electric guitar sound, but subtled it a little bit. Made it more subtle, I should say. Violin. Violin's a good one. Synths, or not synths specifically, because that's so broad a term. It's like saying a string instrument. I'm not even sure how you would describe them. The type of synths that Marty and Salvatore used in the original trilogy. Come here, TT. My puppy is being a silly drama queen. He's got a shirt on, and so he's like very uncomfortable. But I love him. More jazz. No, I don't think jazz, because jazz is very unique to ODST. You can't just have jazz in Halo's soundtrack going forward, because the reason ODST had jazz is because ODST was trying to do that noir thing, you know? There you go, GG. Yeah, I guess electric guitars, electric basses. There you go, baby. My puppy was shivering under me. There you go, drama queen. I got you, buddy. There, dear. Good, this match is in progress. Can you explain why some people hated Halo 4's armor unlock system? Like, it was the Halo 3 system, but better. It wasn't the Halo 3 system. I'd say it was more of like a spin-off from... No, it was just like its own thing. I don't know why people don't like the Halo 4 armor unlock system. Maybe it's just that it was over too quickly? I thought Halo 4's armor unlock system was fine. I don't know. That's one of those things where when people complain about it, it's like, dude, why? It was fine. Like, there was nothing wrong with it, you know? While it isn't Call of Duty, Halo did popularize design aspects that defied traditional FPS conventions. Health regen, 2 weapon limits, lower mobility, etc. Yeah, it did popularize them, but it's like... blaming that game for the... Blaming that game specifically for the death of the arena shooter feels like such a... I don't know, maybe it's a problem with the arena shooter genre, you know? That it fell out of relevance. Not that Halo came along.
Firefight.
Halo 3's armor was actually linked to accomplishments instead of that goofy specialization system Halo 4 had, where you just picked the next armor that you wanted after a certain point. Well, didn't Halo 4, the specialization, the way that it worked was, it was almost like, I think the fantasy they were trying to provide was that you are taking the armor out for a test drive. Where it was like you pick the armor, and then don't you have to go through a specialized tree of some kind where you have to get the armor to a specific rank? It was something like that. And I actually like that in concept. I don't know, I remember Halo 4's armor unlock system being completely fine and not controversial. Wow, already? You know, each Halo game, the only Halo game where I actually do not like the armor unlock system and actively think it was bad was Halo 5's, and that's because it was there wasn't an unlock system. It was just gambling, you know? Like, you weren't unlocking anything, you were just randomly being handed stuff. I actually don't mind, like, the randomization, you know? The problem is that was put in place instead of a progression system. And when I say randomization and stuff, I don't mean loot boxes. I think randomization as a reward specifically, and only specifically. Like, no monetization tied to it, that can actually be fun. I think of, like, Halo Reach, how it had the slot machine. After you play a match, it's like, here's how good you were, oh my god, you rock, here's all the extra XP you're getting because of all the things you did in the match, and then here's the slot machine, and then it does a spin, it's like, and you get a bonus extra 500 XP for no reason. Like, that's fun. Or even if you were to take Halo 5's rec system, and it would be like, obviously there would be the if you were to redesign it so it was like certain weapon skins you actually do unlock via a traditional progression system, same with armor and everything. But then there's also this, when you hit milestones, you get a free spin at the slot machine, and it gives you something that is not part of the progression system, and not part of a monetization system either. It's just like a fun way to keep playing, trying to collect everything that's in the randomized pool. And it's not tied to monetization. Merry soon-to-be Christmas, guys. Yeah, merry soon-to-be Christmas. Hey, LNG, have you played Cursed Halo? I have. I even did a video on Cursed Halo years ago when it came out. Halo Reach still has the best system, of course. I do like the Halo Reach system quite a bit, and it's not because, like, you know, the kind of like reach best thing. It's more that it's just a thing about online progression systems that I actually just I like for some reason. I don't know why my brain agrees with it. I liked it in Black Ops. I liked it in Battlefield Hardline, and I also liked it in Halo Reach. I like when the progression system of a game is like a fake currency that you earn, like credits or dollars or COD points or something like that that isn't monetized, I need to clarify. And then it's, you just like, you buy the thing, you buy your armor, you buy your, if it makes me feel kind of like, I'm playing the multiplayer matches for cash, and then I'm you know, kitting myself out after the match, buying new gear, new stuff. Like, I freaking loved in Black Ops, you know, getting to a rank where I had the ability to buy a gun, like the AUG or the Commando or something, and then being like, I've got 5,000 COD points saved up, and then I just, which attachments do I want? What camo looks nice? And just picking and choosing and buying what I wanted. And same in Reach, I liked, it almost felt like a catalog, you know? I know he wants me to get that thing. I kind of like the Spanker, to be honest. Boss, the game is staticking. The game is staticking? How does it... I lowered the volume. Is it still staticking? Since I'm getting Infinite soon enough, I want suggestions on how to make my Spartan look the most Marine-like I do in Reach. So what armor, colors, etc. should I get? Oh, that one's fun. There's a couple of armor cores that are... Okay, so first up, you should probably check out, I think the subreddit is called Dripfinet, and it's basically just like Barbie dress up for Halo Spartans. It's a subreddit dedicated to folks like making Halo Spartans, and they have some pretty cool looking Marine-inspired ones in there. Is that a Nerf skin for your BR? It is. The reason why is because it's Christmas and I'm celebrating with some colorful festive stuff. Yeah, you can hear the static? Okay, got you. Crap. And it's the game, right? It's not my audio? Rakshasha seems pretty ideal for the Marine build. Rakshasha definitely, I would also throw in the Mirage core. Honorable mention. It's the game audio. Gotcha, okay. Something funky then is going on with the capture card. We could probably then switch over to the desktop version of the game. We still haven't gotten a Halo Wars 1 themed Spartan armor. Yeah, we have. Yeah, we have. Yeah, we got a whole season dedicated to Halo Wars. Have we? Yeah, we got a whole operation dedicated to Halo Wars. It was called the Spirit of Fire. It had the Halo Wars armor core. It had the Halo Combat Evolved assault rifle added to it, and on top of that, the shop was full of, because all the Spartans looked the same in Halo Wars 1, so the shop and cosmetics and stuff were all themed around the look of the Halo Wars 2 Spartans, where they had all those like tactical things slapped onto them. I think it was even the season that introduced Firefight? I could be wrong. Halo Wars 1 Marine design was peak. The Halo Wars 1 Marines are pretty cool looking. With the face coverings. Though the face coverings, I'm starting to get sick of that look. Because it's in a lot of shooters, and it's usually shorthand for, like, we don't have the budget to animate faces. So it's less cool looking now, and now it looks kind of like, okay, I know why this is there. It's so that you don't have to animate, like, a mouth moving. Okay, Firefight was December, Spirit of Fire was January. Gotcha. Thank you for the timeline. I'm still surprised we never got Elites. Oh, I'm not surprised at all. It's all about so the thing about the Elites is the cost that would have gone into creating Playable Elites. Because you'd have to make, like, an animation rig. You'd have to do networking for it. You'd have to do bespoke animations for it. Because you can't just use, like... You can't use elites from Halo Infinite's campaign. Because their body language does not resemble a Spartan's. You'd have to make animations that can, for online play's sake, sort of line up one-to-one with how Spartans move about. That's why the elites in Halo 3, they have that, like, goofy-looking, like, squat run. It's so that their hitboxes and their profile can sort of look like a Spartan's when they're in motion. And then from there, you'd have to start making all the customization and stuff. You'd have to fit it into the UI. You'd have to create a series of barks and chatters because of the Spartan chatter, you know. The AI, the personalized AI, how would that work? I mean, you could just say, okay, whatever, the elites have a personal AI. Okay, but would it look stupid if it was in the main menu? You know, you see your elite holding a little AI character. Like, there's so many things that would have to go into it, and then you'd have to work with localization and stuff like that. It's not that it shouldn't ever be done. I think that Playable Elites should definitely come back to Halo. It's more that it's like, look, if, like, the new weapon we got, the Avenger, is just a microtransaction kit for an assault rifle with some stat tweaks, like, that's the budget that they're operating with, the live service team. I totally get and understand why they never went with Playable Elites. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, let me go run the Pumpkinator, the baby boy, over to the wife, because he's uncomfortable because he has to wear a Christmas sweater. Here, let me fix this, by the way. What's going on? Okay. Everything that could go wrong is going wrong. Uh-oh, Streamlabs might be crashing. You guys still here? Crap. Crap, it crashed.